So the first one is Game Maker's Toolkit. Might seem like a channel that only game developers find interesting, but he talks about some very interesting topics related to game design and why certain games are successful. I like the clean, high quality style editing without being fast paced, which is common with a lot of game channels these days, I guess. There are also two other channels very similar to this. The two are the ArchitectofGames and DesignDoc. These channels usually talk about lesser known indie games, which I'm into. Honestly, the best games I've played in the past few years have been recommendations from these channels. I wouldn't have heard of Bug Fables or a game like Phantom Spark if it weren't for these channels. There's definitely a surplus of gaming channels on YouTube these days, which is fine, but they do copy each other quite a lot. It's very annoying. Yes, I know graphics don't matter and art direction is important and Nintendo bad. Everyone talks about the same topic over and over. It's hard to find anything unique on YouTube. I'll definitely mention a few more gaming channels later in this video, but these channels are great. Rejectconvenience. This is a tech channel with topics about privacy. Quite a new channel. He's grown quite a bit in the past year or so. He seems to have found his niche. I really like his avatar and presentation style. Thanks to this channel, I actually read privacy policies now. MinuteEarth. This is a general science channel. The drawings they put in their videos are hilarious and cute, which is the main reason I like this channel. MoneyMacro. Great channel about economics, if you're into that. ColdFusion, documentary style channel about technology. Quite a big channel, but I do watch his videos quite regularly. duncanclarke. He makes video essays and tier lists. The Afterlife tier list is one of my favorite videos on YouTube. Definitely worth a watch. ThatGuyGlen, a channel talking about video games and how they were developed and the challenges the developers faced along the way. Excellent quality and very high effort editing. JulianOShea. This guy is like an Australian Tom Scott. nickrobinson. Most of his videos are alright, but he has released a few videos with very high production quality. Some of the best videos I've ever watched on YouTube. Definitely check out his video, The 10-Year Hunt for the Lost McDonald's DS Game. Cybershell, another channel where most of his videos are average, but he has released amazing videos. Definitely check out his video Operation Soda Steel and An Internet Hero. Some of the funniest videos I've ever seen. TierZoo talks about the animal kingdom like it's a video game. He actually commented on one of my videos years ago. Pikasprey Yellow. I really like his soft lock picking videos, which is mainly Pokemon. This is when you do something like throw away most of your Pokemon and have no HMs to make it impossible to escape out of the game. How he calculates and explains his way out of these soft locks is very entertaining. BritMonkey, videos about a broad range of topics. His video, The Housing Crisis, is the Everything Crisis, and Grown in Argentina, Packed in Thailand is definitely worth a watch. PolyMatter, channel about economics and other topics. EmperorLemon, a channel about a broad range of topics like the history of climbing Mount Everest and why SpongeBob SquarePants is a really good show. J4Man, channel that talks about maps. The Map Men series is very funny. Two very funny guys. NutritionMadeSimple. This is such a generic channel name, but he makes great nutrition videos. Fair criticisms on certain diets and claims. SummoningSalt, channel about speedrunning. I love the way he talks about it so seriously. I didn't think he was a speedrunner himself until I watched the Mike Tyson Punch-Out video. One of the greatest moments on YouTube. Qxir, video about crimes, disasters, and strange stories. I really like his drawings, they're hilarious. I honestly don't know how he uploads so frequently. Neo, documentary style videos. Great video about how the Berlin Wall worked and loads of other good documentaries. NotJustBikes. You've probably heard of this channel because it's quite big now, but years ago I got hooked onto the topic of urbanism. This was the first channel about the topic that I came across. He talks about city design, road design, and its impacts on society, which is something I didn't think about growing up. He definitely puts a lot of effort into his videos. He actually goes out and films most of his footage rather than relying on Google Maps or stock footage. No flashy editing and not boring background content, which is common on YouTube these days. I definitely appreciate the effort he puts into his videos. Of course, these days there's a huge number of urbanist channels. I used to watch them all. Channels like City Nerd, Ode Urbanashi, Adam Something, City Beautiful, Yet Another Urbanist, Alan Fisher, RM Transit, Strong Towns, Building Beautifully, Shifter, and that guy from Singapore. They're all great, check them out. I definitely watched too much over the last few years, so I got bored and I no longer watch them as much. Tom Nicholas. He started out making vlog videos and now he's making high production level documentaries without any of the annoying modern YouTube style editing. My favorite video of his is actually the one he made about YouTubers holding microphones. Unexpectedly, a very interesting topic. Eric Murphy. Tech channel with topics about privacy with practical tips on what the best services are. A very good tier list as well. These are the kind of videos I like, no flashy editing, just simple editing with a good topic and script. I hope he continues uploading because he hasn't uploaded for a while. FractalPhilosophy, a smaller channel I came across recently. Really enjoyed his video about why anime is so weird. Not sure the direction of his channel, but he puts a lot of effort into his videos. TechAltar. He makes great videos about tech companies and why certain products or ideas are successful or fail. SimonClark, one of the best channels about climate change. His recent video on how much progress we've made on climate change is very well made, and the video Global Warming, the Century We Saved Earth is my favorite video of his. ModernVintageGamer talks mostly about retro gaming, modding, and emulation, how certain consoles were hacked and how the exploits work. Slow Start makes topics usually about the Y2K era, such as products or companies from that era. Really enjoyed his video about Nickelodeon. Polysee. This is a smaller channel that talks about urbanism and policy ideas. Definitely expands beyond the typically covered topics of urbanism and loads of videos about Ireland specifically. I find a lot of topics about urbanism are America-centric, so this is great. AboutHere. Okay, another urbanist channel, but I feel like this one stands out. Very high effort videos with interesting topics not covered by the other channels. I didn't think a video talking about apartment building stairs could be so interesting. joescott, a pretty relaxed channel with long form content that talks about science, technology, and a whole range of topics. MentalOutlaw covers topics related to cybersecurity and privacy. He frequently uploads and talks about the latest news related to these topics, which is great. JayAndMark makes video essays mostly about games. I definitely recommend you check out his video, Games That Don't Fake the Space. One of the best video essays I've ever seen. John Michael Gaudier. Great videos about futurism and space. Good to fall asleep to. Into Europe. Channel about European politics. Well-researched videos. Totally Not Mark. Reviews and analyzes anime and manga, particularly Dragon Ball. He did an entire review of Dragon Ball Z, which is about 9 hours long. I actually watched it all, it was really good. Life Where I'm From. Makes videos about culture and life, mostly in Japan, but he has made great videos about other countries too. Carl Jobst. Videos about speedrunning. I mainly like his videos exposing cheaters. His video talking about Queen's Pawns a lot is hilarious. Type Ashton. Topics about Europe and comparing it to the US. TLDR News. News videos breaks down the latest events in a simple, unbiased fashion. They have multiple channels, so you can pick one that interests you depending on where you live. Rational Animations. Very well animated videos about science and philosophy. Surprisingly, a small channel with under 350,000 subscribers. Mega64. Comedy games channel that has been around for many years. Their videos vary in quality, but some of them are quite amazing, like the Dragon Ball Z live action videos, and the Game Awards videos every year are great. Matthew Lee talks about food culture. Really enjoyed his video about Thailand's cafe culture. Design Theory talks about design concepts and principles. My favorite video of his is the video titled Why Western Designs Fail in Developing Countries. JJ McCullough talks about world culture, big range of topics on his channel. Loved his series about why your city isn't unique. Living Ironically in Europe. Funny videos exploring cultural differences between countries. Mostly talks about Eastern Europe with funny memes. Scott the Woz. Reviews games and consoles, covers mainstream games and some weirder topics. A lot of nostalgia. Qxir. Range of topics about politics, talking about different countries. Really enjoyed his video about visas and his video about South Korea. Cool Worlds. Videos about space. He actually publishes research papers on topics like exoplanets. His videos are very well made too. The Tim Traveler, travel and history channel about a range of different topics. It's cool that he actually visits the places he talks about. Sylvanus, comedy channel that usually makes jokes about recent anime. You've probably seen his most popular videos, but he has a load of good funny videos. Not Buying It, a channel that critiques marketing. Very relaxed style, really liked his recent video about TV ads. I Am Dot, video game essays. Even though I've never played Super Metroid, I really enjoyed his video about its greatest moment. Dinzo, explains how it's like to live as certain animals in a humorous way. Pretty new channel, but he's doing well. Qxir, videos about different countries covering politics and history. Also includes funny drawings. The Hated One, tech channel usually covering topics about privacy. He has made a couple of videos about Graphene OS, which were really helpful. Enjoyed his video bashing Steam and his video comparing the privacy between different phones. Jimmy Mayo came across this channel from the video Why Does Mexico Love Dragon Ball, which was a great video, and I found a bunch of other good videos in his channel, such as why basketball is so popular in China. Fern, documentary style videos about loads of different topics. He usually uploads quite frequently, so there's always something to watch. And yeah, that's about it. Hope you discovered something interesting. I didn't include bigger channels like Veritasium or Johnny Harris or fitness channels because I assume most people watching this would know about them.